We need a good
We
intro.
are live from the Gaming Darknet. I'm your host, Leon Gunstillwood, Lisa,
Hey.
Whiskey Gamer, Norwegian Guy, and JT Vega.
What's up?
Yay.
Whiskey,
I
come
am-
on.
Truth here. I'm here to tell you guys that I'm okay. Because I actually found out that ISIS is actually trying to take over the world again through gaming. That's right. They're going to try to take over the world by actually using Atheism Plus.
All right. Time to take off the tinfoil.
I'm sorry. It's just a lot of people are personally upset with his videos, but I found them, some of them were really interesting.
So can I say something very offensive?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
now
boy.
that the Confederate flag has been taken down, can we use that as our new Gamergate banner?
Yes!
Oh!
No, we should change the colors of the Confederate flag to green and purple.
I would rather just have it on the Dukes of Hazards.
Yes. I'd
Hey,
rather have
guys,
a picture of the General Lee.
you do realize that I was born and raised in a state that at one point had the rebel
The
flag as
Confederate
part of
flag,
the
I know.
national flag.
And you know
Yeah.
what? Montana was only a territory, but they still had the Confederate flag in some of the places around here. They were
Ian Miles
sympathetic
Chung.
to the.
Yes, let's get away from. Yes, this is supposed to be gaming, not
Yeah,
US
this.
flags.
Let's talk about Ian Miles Chung's new article. He did a very fair and factual article. Hell froze over. I'm just kidding. He's been like this for the past 2 months now, and
Ty wanted me to reiterate. It's not called the rebel flag. It's called the Confederate flag.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it
But
called?
people call it most Southerners call it the rebel flag, but it's
Yeah.
not
Let's just
actually.
move on.
Okay, my ancestors fought him, but okay, moving on. Ian Miles Chung made a very factual article. Hell froze over. He actually wrote an article with facts on it, but he's been like this for the past few months now, and I have to congratulate him on how he actually wrote this article. He did a really good job. Lisa, you have more about this, and
And just for a moment, because of our Pizzagate roots, I got pepperoni, motherfuckers.
you lucky.
Anyways, okay. So I was actually really surprised to see this article, and it was basically him calling out Anita and Macintosh by name, as well as one of the guys that created, what is the Sunrise? Sunshine? What the hell's the name of that game?
Sunrise.
Something like that.
Sunset.
Yes.
There you go.
I just realized it.
Can I basically just read what this guy?
Go for it.
All right. Michael Salmon, Samyn, the co-creator of Sunset, has gone a few. He's basically said that in a recent piece on Gama Sutra, of course it was Gama Sutra, he reposted from his original blog. He discusses violent behavior in video games. Now, this is his quote. We don't need theories about the correlation between violent video games and violent behavior. Many players of violent antagonistic games engage in violent and antagonistic behavior. And he continues, whether violent people are attracted to games or games arouse violent emotion is irrelevant. Anyone who has ever been attacked by a gamer lynch party knows that a certain number of people who play antagonistic and violent game are aggressive, intolerant, reactionary, misogynist, and so on. And then,
dumbass.
that is what he wrote. That is what this developer guy wrote.
Wow.
Now here is.
And then okay, so you treat your potential audience like that, and then you wonder why no one wants to buy your piece of shit game. Hello.
Yeah, and then Chung responds.
Amazingly.
Chung responds, I don't need to keep arguing about why video games don't make people violent because multi-year-long studies have already done that for me and disproved the claim. And then he has 5 sources that he links to, disproving this guy's point. Salmon isn't the only person in the industry decrying violence in video games as of late. The duo that makes up Feminist Frequency, Anita Sarkeesian and Jonathan McIntosh, had a very choice words about Doom when it was announced at E3 past this June. I'm not going to read the tweets that he that they have, because most of you have already seen these tweets. But I mean, he continues. Unable to tell the difference between the deaths of fictitious monsters and real violence, the duo posted a series of tweets about the game's glorifications of violence. Won't someone please think of the pixels?
I love that line. I freaking love that line.
He continues. While neither of them went so far as to explicitly blame video game violence for real world violence, their stance was pretty clear. Violence in video games is a problem that needs resolution. The problem is, he continues, there's simply never been any proof that it actually is a problem. In fact, there's potential for it to be a cathartic outlet that serves as a guiltless adrenaline rush, not much different from getting thrilled by a slasher flick or going to watch a wrestling match. The thing about Doom is that its level of violence is normal, which is what's so great about it. This is also the reason why it stands out as the title that gave birth to the term ludicrous gibs, where over-the-top guts and gore splatter the screen after each death. Call of Duty and Battlefield don't even have gore.
That's true.
Doom creator John Carmack didn't particularly care about the condemnation of Doom's violence, stating simply, I don't have an issue, and now he's quoting John Carmack, I don't have an issue with it shouldn't be considered normal, it's trying to stand out, and it's an outlier. Speaking in a much older interview with industry gamers from 2011, now unavailable, Doom creator John Carmack has some thoughts on why Doom's violence became such a talking point for the media. And this is a quote from John Carmack. People just play games now, and I never took seriously the violence in video games debate. He said, it's basically talking points for people to get on CNN and expose their stuff on there. There was an E3 where all that was going on, where I was giving interviews and the reporter would start going into their questions, and I wasn't supposed to talk about any of that. My wife was there, and she started kicking me when I was about to go, well, I didn't think. And in the end, it didn't matter. It didn't make any impact on things. I never felt threatened by it, and it turned out not to matter. And then Chung continues. We're seeing a resurgence of these talking points by new figureheads intending to make a name for themselves by pursuing the topic of violence in video games. Forget what the facts say. Common sense dictates that violence begets violence. It's at this point where we return to Salmon, who concludes his piece with the following words. Now he's quoting Salmon again, the co-creator of Sunset, from his original article that he quoted. I think game developers, as creative people, probably middle class, probably intellectuals, underestimate how unstable some members of their audience are, how isolated they live, how little access they have to education and broader culture. How little context. He goes on. How little context to place these games in that are so important to their sense of self. We could help these people with entertainment that demonstrates the beauty of life, the value of nonviolent interaction, how much better it feels to care than to hurt, how big and diverse the world is, and so on. I will not accuse them of directly responsible for mass shooting and online harassment. You just did, but they are beyond a doubt guilty of neglecting to prevent such things. Now, Chung responds here. If we are to take Salmon at his word, then he sees himself as an intellectual with a duty to uplift the lower classes from ignorance. It's fine if Salmon wants to view himself in high regard, but he downright demonizes gamers in the process and puts them beneath him. He implicitly states that he views them as uneducated, uncultured, and out of touch with reality. He describes violence in video games as problematic and primitive, something that we must as a society grow out of, and that reeks immaturity as well as horrifying behavior. And yet, he has offered little evidence that violence that's virtual has any correlation with real-world violence. In fact, we live in a world, it's currently the most peaceful in mankind's history, a world in which video games have been increasing by the millions each year, and games have been getting more realistic. From the anti-war messages in The Witcher 3 to the cartoonish violence of Splatoon to the ridiculous gore of Doom, violence serves many purposes in video games. It can be educational, it can be emotional, and it can even be just good old fun. What it isn't, however, is dangerous to society's quality of life. This isn't the 1950s, and we don't have to buy into the digital age version of the Red Scare. If you celebrate virtual violence, you're not championing real-world slaughters. You're just engaging in entertainment like humans have for thousands of years. End.
Well said, Ian Miles Song. Well fucking said.
That guy, and you know what, forgot what I was going to say.
Well, I just wanted to say real quick, after I read it, I actually tweeted him. Look, man, I really love the new article. You know, just games like Mortal Kombat, for me, They help me vent. They help me deal with whatever depression and anger I am currently dealing with. And he actually favorited it, so he's listening to us now. He's not only saying these things, he's listening to what we have to say, knowing that a lot of us are very, very much pro Gamergate. He's still listening to us. So you know what? I gotta give him credit for that too.
Yeah, there's been a lot of. I mean, I mean, I'm very happy that more people are starting to speak up on this issue,
Yeah.
and the reality is that the other side. I mean, it's crazy to think how much. I mean, we can go in. There's a lot of strange things that have been happening lately. I mean, the tides are turning, and but it's not really. A lot of people. We got to. One thing that I want to be a little careful with is saying this is a Gamergate victory. No, this is a victory for common fucking sense.
This is a
Amen to that.
gaming victory. This is a victory for gamers, not gamers.
No. Just no, not even for gaming. It's like he said, for common sense. I mean, okay. Earlier, some chick was saying that because some chick on Twitter was saying that because her name happened to get tagged in a Gamergate tweet, a bunch of GGers started sending her pictures of mutilated animals. And so I tweeted her and said, "Look, I'm sorry if this actually happened to you. I am legitimately sorry, but I would like to see evidence of this." I shouldn't even have to tell you what response I got.
Well, the interesting thing here is that I mean they're losing the narrative and they are aware of it. I mean, come on, it's basically I mean there was a documentary that aired on a few years ago where they basically had this woman trying to get her husband arrested for domestic violence. Here's the thing: the husband had cameras all over the fucking house and could prove that he didn't touch this woman.
Right.
And it was like. It's you know it's this has been going on for years, and it's given unfortunately has given women a lot of bad name because it's the radical third wave feminists that are going nuts, and they're trying to impose the same outrage culture into gaming. Now the problem is most gamers, I mean everybody who's grown up with gaming from the 90s, we had to deal with lawmakers, legislators, you know, these high school teachers demonizing everything that had to do with games. And now we're hearing it from people who are our age, people who were born in that generation, trying to infiltrate gaming and telling developers how their game should be. And that is I mean, I don't mind games like Sunset. I have no problem with Sunset or Gone Home or Life is Strange, that these games exist. They should exist. I'm for diversity in gaming, but you don't want diversity in gaming. I want to be able to play Doom and go nuts in a violent killing spree in Doom, and then the next day I want to sit down and play a game like Life is Strange because I like all games. I want diversity.
Same. One day I might be up for playing some Destiny. The next day I might be up for playing some Fallout. The day after that I might be up for playing some This War of Mine.
Yeah, I mean...
And the funny thing about it is that when they want diversity, they don't buy the games that have diversity. Like, for example, Remember Me had an African woman who was playing a protagonist.
Yeah.
And no one bothered to be interested to buying it. That's the weird part.
Well, I played Remember Me. That game had a lot of problems when it came to gameplay elements. I liked the story, though. The story was really interesting, but the gameplay didn't stick with me. That was my biggest issue with it. It felt too linear. It became a little too jaunted. I liked the story. The character wasn't the problem for me. But it was like, I mean, one of the craziest things is like, you know, one thing that I feel people have to stop doing, especially younger members who support Gamergate needs to stop doing, is when, you know, I saw horrible comments written towards the Life is Strange people, you know, oh, your game is a feminist game. No, it is not. It's a game that is about a girl that discovers that she has the ability to rewind time. And yes, it contains a lot of different high school shit, but I enjoy Life is Strange for what it is. I think it's a hell of a lot better than Gone Home. At least it has a... And it's a good... I'm actually really curious about episode 4 that is coming out. I mean, I I really enjoy playing it. I relax when I play that game. It's a narrative-driven game that I can sit down and relax to. But that doesn't mean that I want to ban Doom. You know, it's like I love Doom as well. I want to be able to play them both. That's what I'm saying. But
Right.
I saw a certain comment from a certain friend of ours who works with JT, who shall remain anonymous. You know who I'm talking about. He's young and he's a snotty brat that I really want to punch in the stomach sometimes. But anyway, but he keeps writing shit on Twitter about these games, and some of these games are actually quite good. That shit needs to stop.
Well, I
Because
mean, if there's an artsy game out there that someone makes and it's legit, I think that it should have a right to exist. I'll even say Gone Home has a right to exist.
Mhm.
Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I don't want it. Doesn't mean that I don't want to see it ever. If some people enjoy it, great. And
I'm
here's
gonna
the
go.
thing, huh?
I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna go as far, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm a big metal fan. I enjoy Metallica and Dream Theater,
You
but
and me. Oh, you and Tyle get along great. He loves Dream Theater.
yeah, they're coming. I'm pissed off because I don't get to see them, and they're playing here in my country in 2 days.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pissed. It's only
He's mad because he can't go see Dream Theater in concert in 2 days.
yeah. Anyways, I love Dream Theater. I love that kind of music. I've been playing guitar since I was 18, and Petrucci is a huge idol. Anyways, but what I wanted to get to was, you have an artist like Justin Bieber, right? And people say he should. Yeah, we hate him. We hate him. I don't like his music. But if anybody tried to stop him, physically stop him from making music and forcing him to stop, that would be wrong.
Yeah, it would.
Because nobody has the right to tell you. If you don't harm anybody, and if you want to make your music, you can make your music. I don't have to like your music, but I defend your right to making it. That is what this is about. Creative freedoms.
Exactly. And here's the thing that a lot of SJWs don't seem to understand. Here's the thing. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it doesn't have the right to exist. Just because someone disagrees with you. Hey, what's up? Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean that they see you as less than human. I love talking to people with different opinions. You know why? Because someone might actually see something from a different angle. I might learn something from that person. I might look at a situation in a different way. It might change my mind. That's why that's part of the reason I love these streams. You have so many people from all over the world with all different types of backgrounds, all different types of likes and dislikes. And you know what? We can all sit down and talk and say, you know what? I don't really care for this, but you said you like this. I also like that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's part of that's one of the great things, and this is coming from a quasi-suicidal pessimist. That's one of the few good things that I think is being alive.
Hey, I suffer
being
from
alive.
depression. Hey, I suffer from depression lately. I've been suicidal as well, so I'm part of that club. But you know, it's been ever since I started doing these streams and I met you guys on Dreadal streams, I gotten to know Nurgle and everybody else who is hanging around with us, you know, Leon, JT, you, and everybody else. It's been fascinating to meet all you people and basically talk to you, but we don't necessarily agree on anything, but we're still able to chill out and joke about stuff and still have fun talking about these things. And that is something that the people who wants to ban games are incapable of doing, because they cannot engage with people who disagree with them. That is completely out of their way of thinking. They can't do it.
Yeah,
It's sad.
that's the beauty of it. Just we're finally all together now. A bunch of us gamers are all together, and we're discussing video games.
Well, I mean, it goes beyond that. If it weren't for Gamergate, I never would have ran into Jordan again. I never would have met up with a friend that I used to enjoy hanging out with and lost touch with for a few years.
Yeah.
So how is he?
He's managing. We recorded the promo for the GG and ACL, and I can go ahead and tell you guys this right now. It's going to be the biggest one so far. It's going to be a 2-day. It's going to be a 2-day event. Midnight on Friday, the 31st of this month, we're going to be doing the world premiere of the Sarkeesian Effect, and then the next day, Zen Man from Honey Badger is actually going to be running the Gigi and Marietta hangout, and hopefully I can be at that one. Jordan said he's going to try and be at that one. But, you know, we're doing pre-order tickets for the documentary. It's only $11, so...
Oh, so how much does the... So where do you find the documentary after the world premiere?
I'll have to ask Jordan about that. I don't know.
Because I have to look for it.
Yeah. The thing, though, is that, and this kind of irritated me, we were talking about, you know, that guy that did that Not Jack Thompson song before we went on live, and he made a recent song that, knowing what we now know about how Davis has been treating him, this song pissed me off. It didn't irritate me. It didn't disgust me. It royally pissed me off. It's like, hey, you're talking shit about a friend of mine, you know, that's not okay with me. You talk shit about me all you want. And you know, goes back to, oh, jeez, I really hate this moment, but you know what, it kind of falls in. The whole thing with the Sarah Butts trying to take over this stream chat that one time. She was saying shit about me, whatever. Okay, fine. But when she started talking shit about Deus and Andre Idol, that's when I stepped in and went, all right, no. You just crossed the line with me. You do not call my friends misogynist rapists. I will kick your ass.
Yeah, she's just a horrible human being.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Sarah Butts is an internet troll. She always has been. She always will be. And that's all I have to say is it's a something awful goon. They're the same people that say after someone gets killed by a wild animal, they say, "Oh, the wild animal shouldn't have been killed. Only the person should have." Like that.
Yeah, well.
She's one of those freaks.
Yeah, but anyways, back on topic. He's managing I got to see we were talking about this too. I got to see the full interview with Jack Thompson, which is actually pretty interesting. And like I said, we were discussing this before we went on, and something that was brought up that I definitely agree with. I've noticed a lot of gamers have been going back and listening to older audio of Jack Thompson talking about what he actually believes. And you know what? He just didn't want kids to be playing games like Call of Duty. Hell, I don't want that either. It's so awkward to hear okay, no joke. Last time I played Black Ops 2, it was the very last time I played Black Ops 2, a 7-year-old called me a stupid cunt.
Yeah.
And I hear that and I go, where the hell are your parents? You should not be on this game.
Yeah. I encountered 13-year-old kids, and some of them can say the darnest things.
Oh my God.
One interesting thing that Jack Thompson managed to accomplish was the fact that he managed to get the gaming stores and every store that sells violent video games to enforce the ratings a lot better. But that is perfectly fine in my opinion. But here's the thing: he also said, I believe he also said that it's also the parents' responsibility to make sure their kids play. I mean, seriously, I went back and listened to a lot of what he said, and a lot of it makes perfect sense, really. I mean, there's nothing anti-gaming there. He doesn't want to ban every single game. He's just saying keep violent games out of hands of children. That's like saying,
for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, do we really need I encountered a 12-year-old in GTA Online. What the fuck is he doing? I mean,
I've seen 7-year-olds on there. Okay, so
yeah, it
I
pisses
do know.
Me off.
I agree. Games like that should not be in the hands of kids. Like, for instance, when my mom
I want to tell this story. I did encounter the most polite 13-year-old from Texas I have ever met, and he had a child's voice. And then I basically asked him, so listen, kid, aren't you a little too young to be playing this game? And here's what he answered: no, sir. The most polite, delightful kid ever. But I got pissed. I was like, sir, I'm not even out of my 20s yet.
Hey, you know what? Hey,
let me tell you something, sir. is like a thing out of respect, and that's what
Yeah.
kids are trained
But
to
I felt
do.
like an
Right.
elder. I felt fucking old. I was like,
That's because to him you are an elder.
I was like, but I didn't cuss at him and anything. I was like, yeah, okay, your parents know you're playing this? Ah, yes, sir.
You know what? It's considering how rare it is to see any kid under the age of 14 with actual manners and respect. You know what? I appreciate that. His parents may
And-
let him play violent games, but you know what? At the same time, they taught him how to actually be
Yeah.
a decent human being.
And to be fair, he was quite good in heists. So we'll let him stick with us for a while. I mean, he was a good kid. He followed the instructions. He covered our asses and was a hell of a getaway driver. I swear to God, if I'm ever going to rob a bank, I'm hiring this kid to be our getaway driver.
Oh man, that's
Something kind of similar actually happened earlier today. I'm trying to get all of the Queen's Bounty bounties out of the way in Destiny. I still have one left. And I wound up, in this one area with these two guys. And I'm like, okay, I'll be sniper. And they're like, wait, you're a chick? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. And then after about 5 minutes of me sniping, and I am a damn good sniper, it is one of the few things I do have, maybe 3 things in my life I have a slight ego about. And they were like, damn. And one of them added me as a friend. It's like, hey, next time I need a huge raid done, I'm calling you up. And I mean, on mic, they knew I was a chick. They didn't care. They're just like, you play really well. And that's all that matters.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
Something that Jack said in the little bit that I got, in the little teaser that I got to see, is he was talking about basically how Anita seems to be more concerned with what female characters are wearing and not necessarily what's actually being done to them. And he said he has represented several victims of spousal and childhood sexual abuse, and seeing her talk like that, he was basically quoting me, going, it makes me sick. It's disgusting. It makes me sick to see her talking about this shit. And demeaning actual abuse and actual rape.
I actually changed my opinion on him quite a lot, and the reason is because maybe it's because I'm getting older, and that may be a part of it. Because when I last heard of Jack Thompson, I was a teenager pissed off of him trying to steal GTA from us,
Yeah.
But now getting older and listening to him, now it's like, yeah, he did talk a lot of sense. I don't agree with everything he says, but he's not an evil guy that wants to ban every game. That's the fucking people we're dealing with right now.
And that's what like Adam Sessler and all them used to say, that Jack Thompson's the evil guy. Well, guess what, Sessler? You're on the side of the evil people.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, Jack Thompson is not. I don't think. I really do not have anything against the guy. If I ever met him, I actually shake his hand and say.
I would too.
I would shake his hand. If I ever met Jack Thompson, I would basically shake the man's hand and say, you know what, sir, I was mean towards you on Twitter, and I apologize because you were right on a lot of the issues. And I disagree with you something, but I agree with you on a lot. So that's what I would do.
It's not likely, but in case the stars align and the rarity happens that Jack Thompson actually does show up at the meetup and I actually do get to meet him, the first thing I'm going to do is shake his hand, and then I'm going to go, look, you were right. I may not agree with everything you say, but I've made some very crass jokes about you in the past, and I apologize for it.
Yeah.
Being a parent, the thing is, not just getting older, it's when you start finding yourself taking care of other kids. And, like, last time Ty's youngest nephew was here, I walk into the living room at his parents' house, and the kid's sitting there playing the new Battlefield, and immediately I look over at Ty's mom and go, what? Are you seriously letting him play that?
It's weird, isn't it? We're becoming older, Lisa. I mean, we're
I'm 30 next month, so yeah. And
I'll be 30 and oh God, don't remind me. But it's like yeah. I mean, I babysitted my friends' 2 kids, and they're like 5 and 7, you know, and they managed to get a hold of a few of their dad's games, which was like Call of Duty, and so I was like, no, 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 no. But it was like, and immediately that irresponsible thing set in. It was like,
Holy shit. No, what I did was I came downstairs, hunted down my old PS3 controller, went back upstairs and said, you know what? I know we have Minecraft on here. Let's play some Minecraft. I'm okay with you playing Minecraft.
we will spend the evening digging.
All joking aside, I know that this has been to celebrate because next month, I can't believe I'm saying this. Next month is the 1-year anniversary of Gamergate.
It's still going.
Yep.
And right now, I'll have to find the picture. I am in Minecraft, not this very second, but I have been working on this for about a week now. I am creating an actual Minecraft cathedral of misogyny. And it has a KFC in it and everything. Let me look for the picture.
Just have giant, big titty statues.
Ty
I'd
actually
go by what the scare mods.
Ty actually tried to convince me to put that in too. I do have an SAW tears fountain. He tried to make it look like the tears were coming out of a giant gold dick.
Do this right here. Do something for Vivian. Do like a fertility statue dedicated to Vivian James.
I'm actually building as Vivian. Hang on a second. Here's the first screen share. That's when I had first started the foundation.
Give me a second here. I'm gonna present to everybody. Here we go.
Okay. Yes, this is when I was first putting out the foundation for the whole thing, and it took me a bit to find that Vivian skin. Let me find the other screen grab I got from it, because it's actually looking pretty good.
Minecraft seems like fun right now. I think I'll play that.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been kind of working on it for like, I think a week now, something like that. Oh, where is it? And I mean, I put a KFC in there. I even put in a little safe room. You can barely fit 4 people in there, but it's a safe room for anyone who has their feeties hurt. And I actually have a sign. I have a sign right above the door that says, room for when your feeties are hurt.
Oh,
man.
But like I said, you can barely fit 4 people in there. You know what? Hang on. Fuck it.
It's the cathedral
I'm just gonna open
misogyny.
it up and show you guys. I'm gonna open up Minecraft to show you guys.
Okay.
Because I'm working on the second story now. I even have I also have a gift shop of misogyny.
Nice. Like what?
Armor and stuff. Let me hunt it down.
Oh, Lisa.
Yes.
I didn't know if I actually managed to show you this, but hang on, I'm gonna. A friend of mine from Comic-Con got me something that I was found real. Not this year's Comic-Con, it was last year's, but I wanted to. Hang on.
What is that?
Holy shit.
I can barely see it. What is that?
The Gotham City Police badge.
Oh my god!
Nice.
I'm so jealous!
That's nice.
Holy shit, I'm so jealous.
It's from the Fox show.
Nice.
Oh, Gotham, yeah.
I still need to check that out.
I have the movie badge as well.
Oh, you're playing Bloodborne. Cool.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying, and I also have this badge right here. Hang on. God damn it.
Okay, I'm gonna let that load. I will be right back.
This is from the movie.
Noise.
I collect all kinds of shit like this.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop presenting Lisa right now. Yeah. So, besides all of this stuff, well, what is your guys' thoughts on Ian Miles? We got way off topic. What's your thoughts on what Ian Miles Chung did with the article, how he wrote it?
I think it was fine. I think he presented his points well. I didn't really disagree with him in any way, and the reason I think is because most of what he said was actually pretty much common sense, and I think most people will read that and think, yeah, this does make a hell of a lot of sense. And he actually provided sources for the shit that he said. I mean, the sources were that violence in video games have no correlation to real-world violence, and he posted a lot of sources to that, which was good work on his part. So that's all I have to say about it. I think it was a good article.
Okay, JT.
What's up?
Then, what's your thoughts on Ian Mouse Chung? What he did?
What he did, he basically tried to explain the truth. And a lot of people may have, in the past, he probably realized that he probably made a lot of mistakes. Yes, he did a lot of mistakes, but
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people may not like him now, but at least now he's making up for it by trying to say, hey, because he realized that they're trying to destroy the video game industry by telling a lie.
Yeah. He's
And-
wising up.
He's wising up that he's actually selling the truth to people.
Yeah. You know, I this is something we need to encourage. This is something we basically need to encourage and say, okay, enough. Well, we need to start building bridges. And what Nurgle did on his stream, when I participated with him on his stream, is the way to go. I truly believe that instead of demonizing each other, we need to start building bridges. And I had quite a personal experience with that as well lately. So yeah, building bridges, fine, do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Lisa.
Let me get to the front of the building so I can begin the tour proper.
Okay. What the hell? There's only a village with one building.
Why are there still zombies in my cathedral?
Kill them. Put on peaceful
No.
if you have to.
The other day, when I had started building up the little, actual like piers and stuff, we saw. I kind of turned around and Ty goes, Lisa, yeah, there's a zombie behind you, riding a chicken. What? Sure enough, I turn around. There's a fucking zombie riding a fucking chicken in my fucking cathedral.
Because why the fuck not?
Exactly. Okay, here we go.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna
Okay.
gotta pull myself up. Lisa, present to everybody. There we go. You're
Okay,
you're
you guys
live,
see it
Lisa.
okay?
I can see it.
Okay, so of course I had to add green and purple windows because, you know, misogynies and all that.
Oh, you used the modded version of it. Okay. I was like, what the hell?
Hang on, what texture pack am I using? Hang on.
There's like a little window right there. Minecraft.
I'm using John Smith Legacy.
Okay.
Okay. And okay, hang on, let me put this away. Alright, and here's KFC.
Yeah, it's not showing.
What?
It's like frozen.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hang on. Let me try to stop the...
Okay.
Let's try this again. Okay. How about now?
Give me a second here. I still see the menu sign.
Lag.
Oh. Yeah, it's okay.
And I officially suck at Bloodborne. God damn it.
But anyway, so got the KFC, got Vivian's office, which has a zombie for some reason. All the black and purple pews here, the gift shop over here, and you can also buy SAW tiers in a bottle. And on the front it says gift shop, all hail acid rain. Then I have the Fountain of Feminists of SJW tiers with a little sign next to it that says bottles of SJW tiers are now available in our gift shop. I have a little stand thing here, so Vivian can get up here and preach all the misogyny. Here's the safe room, and like I said, you could barely fit 4 people in here. But it's pink, and it's got a sunset painting and pink carpet and a couple of flowers and some spawning eggs for dogs and cats.
Everybody else can't see it, Lisa. It's like
damn.
locked onto your menu thing, okay? It's screwing up. You
Yeah,
can't
all right, hang on.
present the whole window. You have to present that one thing. I've learned that.
That's what I did. No, that's what I'm doing.
Presenting Minecraft?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm just presenting Minecraft. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Let me hang on. Let me try something real quick. Okay. How about now?
Yeah, I could see it. There we go.
Yes. Okay. I actually
It's
had
going
to
to be a
do.
little laggy, but we can at least see it.
Okay. So here is the KFC, and you can get chicken and potatoes and pie and shit, and then there's these cakes.
Chicken and misogyny. Chicken and misogyny.
Yep.
Chicken and misogyny.
Yep.
Exactly.
And then we have the Office of Vivian over here.
Yes. You should do like a fertility statue in honor of Vivian
I've been
James.
thinking about that actually.
An actual fertility statue.
Oh yeah, and it took me a while to do this, but working lights.
Oh, okay. That takes a lot of work, actually. You have to do a lot of redstone
Yeah.
work. Yeah,
And of course
that-
all the purple and green.
Yes, the color misogyny.
Here is my little SAW Tears fountain, and as you can see here, the sign says bottles of SAW Tears are now available at our gift shop, which is over
90%
here.
of it's from Anita Sarkeesian crying
Or less.
her narrative is over.
Gift shop, all hail acid rain.
Who are those two guys? Are they
Just armor.
just armor? Okay, I was like...
Because fighting is misogyny. Because fighting is toxic masculinity, so of course I had to have and then here's the
I would
bathroom.
so love them to say, oh, women don't do violence to, like, women are not capable of fighting.
So over here we have the restrooms. Real
How
quick,
many
you have.
urinals in each bathroom?
There's 3, and then I also have some things over there. And so let me show you the signs. I thought you'd get a kick out of this. For the men's sign, of course, it says men. And then over here, women and beta men. And here is their little safe room that that misogynist zombie is trying to get in. Here's the safe room. You can barely fit about 4 people in here.
Oh
You
my
have
God.
pink carpet, you have some flowers, you have a nice little sunset painting, you have pink window, and in here you can spawn kittens and puppies, and there's diamonds and emeralds and fattening sweets and pretty flowers, everything a girl could want.
Everything everything when the neon heads want? Okay.
I'm half tempted to just throw the zombie in there. I really am.
Yes. They'll throw a creeper in there. Even better.
Like I said, so what the hell?
Ah! Lisa, you have... Okay, time must have been screwing with your game. Time was screwing with your
Hey,
game
Ty,
because
have
there's a
you
witch
screwed
in
with
there.
my game again?
Yep. Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
Ty.
this is gonna be. I'm planning on having this be the bedrooms and stuff.
No, those are just the antis right there in the rooms. Going to attack you every time you walk in.
Oh yeah, we put them in
Those
the.
hideous. Oh, look at
yeah.
that, the green. What did PewDiePie call them one time? Military. I can't remember what he called the creepers. I remember an old video of his I watched. He like did a joke about the creepers.
It is fitting that there's a couple of witches in here.
Yep.
This is coming from someone who used to study Wicca, so don't get offended. Oh yeah, and we also have flags for sale. The green and purple flags for sale at the gift shop. And it looks like our zombie wants to buy something. Either that or he's an SAW in disguise and just wants to blow us up.
No, that's creepers.
We also have TNT, we have bow and arrow, we have a diamond pickaxe, we have armor, we have swords, all hail acid rain. And yeah, I mean, I've been working on this thing for about a week now.
Lisa, make a giant sign that says leveled up.
Oh yeah,
He leveled up. KFC.
I was thinking about doing that.
You know what? I go to KFC more often now. more
I
often
actually
now
like?
whenever I want to get some to eat in Missoula because they give you $5 and it's actually good food. It's like a $5 food and
I forgot to put stuff to actually start the damn the stove with in here. Hang on.
get
Let me
some
fix that.
charcoal.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
Charcoal or coal. A block of coal would last a long time.
Yeah, it would.
It's building block. It's right to your left.
Well, I
No,
also
it's
have a
obsidian
different.
shit.
Yeah, I have a different texture pack.
Okay, it's okay.
You know what?
Just get
Wood.
some block. Just
Wood.
yeah.
Just because of the double meaning of the word wood.
Yeah. Oh man, Lisa, you're hilarious.
Mm. Yeah, the idea actually kind of came about. There were a couple of people on Kotaku in Action that has started a GG Minecraft server. They were talking about we're going to build the Cathedral of Misogyny. Well, I don't think anything ever came of that.
Did they already? They
No,
already.
I think we played for
start
like
the group?
one day. No, I think we played for like one day, and they're just like, yeah, I got emails to send.
Dedication.
Yep.
And
But
there you
I
go,
mean,
Lisa.
there we go. I'm just gonna put one in here and get some food going.
The Tower of Patriarchy. Do a Tower of Patriarchy.
I was thinking about doing that. I'm not
Yeah,
entirely sure how I want it to
make making the opposite version of calling it the Fortress of Safe Spaces.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I
just
have
make
the
like a
links on
few
here.
blocks.
I've got one of
Jeez,
those.
Lisa, how many hours did you put?
And
this?
make it like the Castle Wolfenstein.
I was actually looking for a good reference for a cathedral, and that was one of the things I came across. To answer your question, I have been working on this for about a week now.
Damn.
It's not
Yeah.
bad.
And like I said, I was showing that earlier.
I was bored one day, so I decided to. One of my friends was saying, "What should I build on Minecraft?" Someone says, "Ooh, do Noah's Ark." Like that. I'm like, really? And they were like, "Yes." So I look it up, seeing the skeleton and stuff, and I built it. Took me total of 10 man hours. Basically, just took me 10 hours in general to make the freaking thing. It took so long.
Looks like Vivian's having fun.
I wanted to make a tower, but I couldn't
Yeah.
because the data kept being corrupted.
By the way,
Yeah.
hi. How's it going, guys? I guess I kind of own this thing now. Can we game already? I'm kind of bored, guys. That's what I'd imagine her saying.
Oh man.
And now she's dancing. I need life.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other.
Oh yeah, and the garbage can.
I'm not judging.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. I didn't show you guys this earlier. I actually toilet.
Oh man. Now look at that, a creeper following you. AKA, I'm not gonna say his name. I'm not gonna say his name. I still want to say his name as a creeper, but I don't want to. I shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But yeah, okay, yeah, like I said, I got the pew up here, obsidian, so no one, and I mean no one, that tries to come in is gonna take this damn thing down. It's obsidian.
So what's the pew? So the platform's obsidian. Okay.
Yep. And then I have the green and of course purple squares. And here I'm using something that they just actually recently added to the game, which is called a sea lantern, which
Yeah,
basically
they had that quite a while ago.
yeah, I haven't
Oh,
played
you
it
put
though.
that under. Oh yeah. Sea lanterns are freaking powerful.
Oh yeah.
Why? Getting up on that.
Oh shit! There went my door.
That's an understatement. They went shoulder deep, baby.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Have fun.
Okay.
I'm back.
All right, real quick, because it was lagging earlier and I couldn't show you guys the stained glass windows here.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, here's the whole thing.
So it's a cathedral of misogyny.
Basically, I mean, it kind of comes back to when Patricia
Two
Hernandez.
giant pair of boobs on there.
No,
Like-
it's like it's kind of a shout out in a way to Patricia Hernandez, how she was trying to say, "Oh, 4chan is the cathedral of misogyny," and so I'm like, you know what? It's been almost a year.
Yeah, a bunch of shit.
Fuck it, I'm actually gonna make one.
Some more.
Well, the narrative really gets boring when she starts repeating it over and over and over again.
So the cathedral of patriarchy, or no, make it like a tower of patriarchy. Do like an ode to giant boobs in gaming.
I was
Okay.
talking. By the way, I was talking about the Anita's arguments, not yours, Lisa. In case you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, I understand. Just go. Jesus. I bet the patriarchy has something to do with this. Hell yeah!
Looks like my old classroom for some strange reason.
Whoa!
Better.
That would
Oh.
have been bad. That's no big deal. I'm in creative mode. I don't have to look around for stuff if I don't need it. Okay, that's the wrong type of wood. Go ahead and get your giggles out of the way, boys.
There.
Nope.
They're proficient at it. That's for damn sure.
I can't remember which one I used because I built this. There we go. I built
And you
this
know what? The
wood.
achievement I just got for playing Minecraft when I started News Survival. Achievement is getting wood.
What are you talking about? Those are the minions of the
Yeah, I always chuckle when I see that.
Those are the minions of the patriarchy.
It's the minions of patriarchy according to Ty. Yes.
There you go.
No, they're just the SJWs pissed off at us. And
And now-
they,
Another thing that I'm going to be adding in, and this is actually going to be taking some artistry on my part. I'm thinking about, you know how you have those paintings and you have different ones you can choose from?
You're all going.
I'm thinking about making a pack that has it to where you can have the paintings you put up will be like of, I was thinking based on Toshi's Gamergate art series.
okay.
And, you could put up a painting of, say, Acid Rain or Vivian or Nino or whoever.
That sounds like fun.
Yep, and all the sunflowers.
Because we all know Gamergate's patriarchy.
Yep, they are trying to keep, the sunflowers are trying to keep the feminine at bay with their bright lights. No victim here, so they let me through. I'm planning on, hang on. You might have seen it earlier when I was flying around back, but, so there is going to be a basement.
Okay.
I'm still debating whether or not it'll be a torture chamber. I'm actually seriously considering it. But,
So the torture chamber is going to be what? You have to play Gone Home for 3 hours straight? Like the
no,
torture?
no, I meant for them.
Oh,
Which
I
means
thought
they
for
have to-
us.
No, for them. Which means they have to sit and listen to common sense for a few hours.
Watch
maybe
a Monday
baseball.
Matt video. Watch a Monday Matt video for a couple hours.
And then I'm thinking about having a huge, like, walkway
Be right
here and maybe have a bridge.
Yeah.
I specifically chose this area for all the flowers. It took me like 20 minutes of flying around before I found this.
Okay,
Because
my blood.
doing,
No, I was just saying my Bloodborne character looks ridiculous right now. I'm running around with a fucking cannon on my arm.
Yes.
A hammer and a cannon, because why the fuck not?
okay. Crap! Hang on, I forgot to put spawn bunnies in the safe room. I mean, it's not like they're gonna have enough room. They're not gonna have much room to really let a bunch of them out anyway. But
It'd be better if you had kittens.
I have those already in there.
Take it easy.
I have 64 of them.
Foreskin loving son of a bitch.
Just to show even more patriarchy, because Nintendo 64 and Nintendo is sexist.
Damn it.
Wait, what did I put the sign as? Oh, here we go. Are your fees hurt? Here's your safe space. The fuck is that? Oh, string. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing. That is my little cathedral of misogyny that I've been working diligently on. Like, I try to spend at least an hour or two working on it every day. And I think it kind of shows. I like to think it does. All right. Any other topics you guys want to talk about?
Porn? Because why the fuck not?
Of course.
No, no, not really, no.
But anyways.
Wow, that died rather quickly.
Yep.
So, what kind of alcohol do y'all drink when you're playing games?
Beer
Depends.
usually.
Yeah. Okay, somebody help me in Bloodborne right now. I just defeated the spider boss. I'm standing outside this gigantic cathedral with this Cthulhu-looking monster grabbing me every time I try to enter a church. What the fuck do I do?
Dodge.
Cthulhu.
Dodge.
It looks like Cthulhu or some...
Just like I said, dodge.
Yeah, it's easy to dodge when there's hundreds of these fuckers trying to kill you. God.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
jeez.
run. Just run.
Well, I'm overpowered. I can't take him out, but it's still...
You can't.
fucking-
Well, try to find some weapons. Look around for. Go to another area because there's like other paths, and I know Bloodborne that you can take.
Hey, it worked. I'm dodging. Yay, me, I'm dodging.
Yay!
Dodging, dodging, dodging. Come on, motherfucker. Pushing the fucking circle button.
Yeah, like I said, dodge is the only thing that could help you run away from them, and just do a hit and run. That's all you can do in that game.
Yeah, I actually need to go in a minute, but real quick, because I know Batman is in the chat, if you have
Okay.
any suggestions on how to make the cathedral better, tweet them to me, and I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, and also Lisa,
Yes.
build the Fortress of Safe Spaces and possibly make it like a Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That might take a bit of time. I was thinking about if I did put up a tower or something from them.
Mm-hmm.
Basically I would just put My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic episodes on loop, because they would hate that because the main characters are strong, independent mares in this case. They're
That's
not,
fine.
none of them are victims, so they
Put like a lot of rainbows and unicorns and possibly something that would say safe space on it that would make them feel comfortable around it.
Hey,
Like
look, I know I have a
rainbows. Yeah.
Hey, look,
better-
I know I have a rainbow mane and everything, but it doesn't mean I enjoy hanging out with those psychos. Sorry, that was Rainbow Dash.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, are we ready to move on to another topic?
I could stay around for one more topic, and then I really gotta go.
Yeah, I was what the stream was supposed to be about, but we decided to get into other topics. One of the topics I wanted to discuss was what we're expecting to see in the next year, 2015, the year of the gamers, the stream, what I called it. And I was going to do this for this was mostly a gaming stream, which somehow turned into Gamergate again, but now back to gaming. What we're expecting
I
from...
was showing gaming, technically.
Yeah, but going back to the gaming scene is but going back to the gaming thing is what are you guys expecting to see within the next year of gaming? Like the stuff we'll see in the gaming community, like the games that we've seen in E3, which
Personally, there's also some
which
issues
games-
right now I'd like to bring up. There's a rumor going around that Devil's Third will possibly be canceled.
What game?
Devil's Third.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
That sucks.
the people who did the guy who did Devil or Alive series slash decided to make his own studio called Valhalla Studios, I believe,
Hmm.
and this game took him like almost possibly like 5 years to develop, 5 or 6 years to develop, and it hasn't been released since THQ disbanded back in 2014 or 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it said that Nintendo took over the project, and what happened?
Oh, that's all you need to say. Nintendo took over the
Yeah,
project. Well,
and
we
it
get the
looks
rest of the
like
story.
the bad news is Nintendo won't be. There's a
Also,
possible rumor. This is a possible rumor. Don't take it lightly. That they'll probably cancel. They'll probably cancel it.
someone in the chat is saying that Double Sword is still coming out under a different publisher. Is there any way you could tweet me a link to where you found that? If you can't, then Batman, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I know I ask you to tweet me a lot of shit from shows,
Yeah,
but
thank you for correcting me if this is if this source is true, because hopefully because I would love to play Devil's Third, but the thing is I don't know if they're going to release it on Wii U. That's the biggest question, because
yeah. I was agreeing with you. Sorry. Sorry for agreeing.
no, that's
No.
fine. It's actually
No, that
actually
I would just.
wish.
We're
Go
just
ahead.
thinking about the whole situation. I mean, there was a point. I remember talking to a friend of mine about this last year, way before Gamergate started. That a lot of the games that look too amazing will probably never come out because of development costs, and it seems like a lot of studios are now hemorrhaging money, and that can be a huge problem for gaming, because my concern is that Konami is only the first of many developers that will eventually start doing this, because they, first of all, we keep forgetting that gaming is a business, and that there is some asshole CEO sitting on top wanting to earn as much money as possible and don't give a damn about the products he's actually selling.
Which is part of the reason I'm a little lenient with small bugs that are in a game fresh out. That's why I'm a little more lenient with those.
Yeah, and that's why I think a lot of people were in a hurry to, take Shenmue and how that game, Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, how that exploded on Kickstarter, how much money was given. Hell, I'm guilty of giving way too much money to those guys. And the idea was that Sega has been sitting on so many franchises lately. It's been ridiculous. They have so many franchises, and they're not doing. Yeah, they're not doing anything with them. And it's like you have all these great franchises. You could re-release Shenmue 1 and 2 on the PS4 and Xbox One, and people would still buy it.
Yeah.
And it's like you are sitting on a gold mine. You want to turn your company around, then for God's sake, start releasing shit.
Start listening to the people buying your shit.
But apparently, according to another YouTuber who I actually like, his name is Alpha Omega Sin. He's on our site.
Yeah,
and
I'm subscribed to him too.
Yeah, he basically made a video that, we have to get him on the stream sometimes because this guy is awesome. And anyways, he described a video where Sega's new CEO has apparently said, yeah, we will be showing off something special for TGS. Now, a lot of debates and discussions about what that may entail.
Yep.
So things are happening, but I'm hoping it's the right things.
I just hope Sega can pull through, because we all grew up on Sega, and it's sad that.
Sega Genesis is my first ever console, so yeah.
I bought the Dreamcast, Sega. Don't let me down, goddammit.
Yeah, it's just sad that they're resorting to P games and pachinko and let's see what else. Right now their only hope is PC gaming, which I assume that the PC Master Race is very excited about Sega, but I'm not blaming them. But it's like, Sega is resorting to that. They don't want to, sell. They don't want to put games on console anymore, from what I heard.
Look, Sega, they've been going to more and more down the path of Konami.
Oh,
Yeah, but the funny thing is, they're releasing a new Sega's releasing a new I think a new DLC called for Total War Warhammer, which is possibly the only thing that's gonna probably make it or break it for them.
Well, here's the interesting part. They made this huge statement that I mentioned about that Alpha Omega Sin recently mentioned, and that was essentially that what happened essentially is that they are going to announce something huge, and the guy, the CEO of Sega, basically said we will be dealing in older franchises. So a lot of people have been speculating to what that means. I mean, there's a lot of rumors right now about Shenmue. There's even rumors about Skies of Arcadia, and that is a game that a lot of people want to see back. And yeah, I'm hopeful. Like I said, I'm hopeful to see that they can actually pull this off.
All right, here's a report stating that Devil's Third is still coming out.
Okay.
Okay, good. And who's is it Nintendo that's still gonna do this, or are they just gonna?
Not sure. This link was just posted in the chat, so.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the whole thing was, say what you will about indie gaming, there have been some really damn good indie games out there. And because of that, we get to see games like This War of Mine get an actual chance.
JT, can I ask you for a favor here on this stream, because I want everybody to see it?
Whoa! Since when has this become the Yowie stream?
Relax.
Ty's giving me a look of what the fuck?
What is it?
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. And relax. It's a YouTube video. Nothing unseemly, my dear, my poor little girl. Don't worry.
You do realize that a Serbian film is on YouTube uncut, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to show you the Serbian film. I'm going to show you.
God, because I will cut your dick off and choke you with it.
No. Relax. I want you, JT, to go to YouTube and Google Allison Road gameplay trailer. I want you to screen share it and see why we don't have to care about Silent Hills anymore.
But
Allison Road.
It has,
gameplay trailer. All right, let me go ahead and set this up.
Yeah, but I mean, Silent Hills was being directed by one of the best fantasy and horror directors of our time. I mean, Pan's fucking Labyrinth.
Yeah, take a look at that. Take a look at this. It's basically the game is an indie game that is apparently coming out this year, and it's created by a guy who was just as pissed as the rest of us when Silent Hills was canceled. So he decided to create the game himself.
Nice.
Take a look at this gameplay. I want you to see it before you have to leave, because it's really great. JT, do not take hours to set this up.
No pressure.
No, it's really good, and he's really captured a lot of the essence from the PT demo, which is incredible.
I'll have to forward this to Mullet Mike, and he was really disappointed about Silent Hills getting canceled too.
A lot of people are talking about this now, and I am genuinely very excited to see what this will become.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I'm gonna put it up as soon as possible. All right, hold on. Let me see if it works. Allison Road.
By the way, would anyone happen to know how to decompile a PSP game? Because I want to make an English translation of the Higurashi Daybreak game.
It's a little difficult. I think that it would have been a lot easier if you did it with a. Is it a PX1 game? Okay.
I'm not totally sure.
Okay, Lisa, check out JTN right now.
Okay.
Look at this.
That is pretty sweet.
And it's
Damn,
really.
Those are some good graphics.
Yeah, this is made by one guy, and now it's a team of 5 now working on it, and they released this trailer. Yeah, they released a trailer, and people are up in arms about it. This captures PT completely.
Holy shit! Those are some amazing fucking graphics for being from a little. Wow.
Yeah, people are really psyched about it, and it gets creepier and creepier the further you get into this demo. It's really fucking terrifying, and it has some really fucked up moments. It's
Post a link to the trailer in the chat, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm putting it up.
this deserves more attention. I feel. I'm sorry you guys haven't heard about it, but I feel this deserves attention.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
everybody's talking about it right now. I wanted to shield this because it's a small team and I wanted to shield these guys. And they haven't given a release date yet, but they have released this trailer. And you know, it's even here, it's more interactive than fucking PT at the moment.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that was kind of pissed that I didn't get to play it, but there's a lot of shit going on at the time, so.
Yeah, I have PT still on my PS4.
I thought they were gonna delete all this.
Yeah, but I haven't deleted it from my hard drive, and I made a fucking backup. So, Konami,
Nice.
you're never taking the PT demo away from me, you fuckers.
Let's see if you can figure out a way to get it to me, because I'm on PS4 too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
you
know
guys
how big
see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
we can see it. Take a look at the detail here is really good. But can you
Oh,
fast
no.
forward a little bit, around
I'll
halfway,
try. Hold on.
halfway in the video? Because there's some really
Hold
fucked up
on.
moments. He's just exploring the house here. Now keep in mind, what you're seeing right here is just a demo of what they're...
Wait, go back for a second. Those paintings on the wall looked familiar.
Yeah, he's used a lot of famous assets.
No, it looks like the symbols from American McGee's Alice that she has on her dress.
With a girl? Human?
And one of them looks like a necklace she wears.
Not funny.
No, this game really...
right,
I mean,
hold on.
you just went back. Way back.
Sorry,
No,
hold
it'll
on.
show up in a minute. It'll show up
I'll
in a minute.
skip it a little bit forward if that's okay. Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah, that'll work. You guys
Because
know what I'm talking about.
it gets more fucked up as you get through the demo, and then you start to see what I mean by PT, because they work really hard on this. And
Is this
yeah,
playable?
not yet.
Aww.
They're releasing it. They're working really hard on it, and
Oh.
here's
That's not foreboding at all.
The Devil's Stirred. What is that?
It's coming out on Wii U.
Okay, I was like wondering what the hell.
I mean, you can clearly tell what they
Third person.
drew. You can clearly tell what they drew inspiration from here.
Yeah.
I mean, this was one guy who was pissed off about Silent Hills. Okay, fuck you, Konami. I'm gonna make the game myself. So he's drawn a lot of inspiration from Silent Hills. Fast forward a little bit, maybe 2 minutes.
All
The thing
right,
I
hold
love
on.
about this is that the walls and
I'll
everything.
forward it right over here to the 2-minute mark.
One thing
Here-
I love
here we-
is that it.
Here
There we go.
Watch this right now. Okay, go ahead. He starts to see some shit, and he starts to head out. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there's a knock on the
Yeah.
door.
Yeah, there's a knock on the door. Oh man, this
I think you did everything you could to convince him that winning
Oh God.
the lessons going bad.
Oh God.
Kind of flavor.
Ty, before I spill it on me, hold this, please. Jump scare coming in, I think. I fucking hate jump scares. No, okay. Jump scares can be done well. The Conjuring did them really well.
Yeah,
Well,
we could definitely see it.
well, I
Now is-
think I'm gonna have to leave a couple of lights on tonight, guys.
Yeah, and I can hear some screams from the outside.
Oh god, I'm serious, man. Look at this fucking thing. I mean, already we have.
Yeah.
I mean, I was truly amazed by what this guy has done, and I'm like, please release this demo. Please release it. Let us play it, man. I will send you fucking money if I can play this game. I'll happy give you $20 for this. It's been greenlit on Steam. and
It
it's also
should.
it's been greenlit on Steam, and now it's really a crazy video. Look at the walls. Look at the walls right now.
Holy shit.
I mean, the attention to detail here, and you can just see the entire fucking.
Yeah, I could definitely hear it. Holy crap.
And there's the fucking Japanese ghost girl.
Whoa!
Oh fuck! I hate that. And here it ends. I mean, yeah.
Not
Allison,
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to admit that is actually pretty good.
I have to say I was blown away when I started here. I was like, yeah, sure, some guy is gonna remake PT. I was like, okay, this is way scarier than PT. How the fuck did you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sitting here like breathing's kind of shallow for a second, and I'm starting to feel really nauseous because I'm like, something is about to happen. Something is about to scare the shit out of me, and I feel like I'm gonna puke.
That was my first reaction while playing through PT. So I have to say this guy nailed it. He
You know
really
what?
did.
Actually, PT didn't bother me that much.
Well, you didn't like this.
No, I loved it. That's the thing. I mean, this got to me a little bit more than the PT did.
Yeah. Anyways, I really wanted to show it to you guys because it's. I mean, I hope everybody watching go look at their page. You know, they
I'm already on
deserve
their
it.
Facebook page.
Yeah, I am. You know, look at the. I mean, I wanted to shill them for a little bit because this is stuff we need to support. You know, I think that making games that we want to play, and Konami obviously have told Kojima and Guillermo del Toro to go fuck themselves with Silent Hills. So here are these guys drawing inspiration from what Kojima and del Toro tried to do, and I think it's something that is very commendable and should be supported.
Real quick, before I completely take off, I'm on the Facebook page, and I think this guy posted what everyone is thinking. Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been fun. I gotta take off. I will talk to you guys later, and thanks for having me on. I'll see you guys later.
See ya. So, did everybody leave?
No. I have to admit, that was actually a pretty good video.
Yeah, the reason I heard about it was a friend of mine told me that he heard about it from some other friend, and then Angry Joe started to cover it a little bit, and more people are now starting to get interested. And I think everybody.
It's just sad that Konami, you know, gave up on the project, because if this could possibly compete against Konami's little gaming franchise that they had, it's just a shame that they gave up so easily.
As long as they don't call this Silent Hills, then they're in the clear. As long as this is no connection, and as long as this is no connection to Silent Hills in any ways, the company who makes this is going to do just fine. And I think that even that if they could get some, you know, here's my dream situation.
All right,
for
guys.
Allison.
One thing I have to say here is I'll be gone for like 10, 20 minutes, so there's a few topics you guys could talk about for the gaming, okay? I'm leaving the discussion to JT and Carl, and for you two, if either, or at least JT, you have a stable
Speaking of which, the whole issue with...
I'm going silent for a few, like 20 minutes.
That's fine.
Bye.
The issue that I had is that there's a lot of games that they possibly would have potential to be coming out, but it's sad that some of them, you know, due to a lack of funding, they had to cancel it.
Yeah. But what I was going to say was, what I really would like to see happen with Allison Road is that when Kojima is done with Metal Gear in September, he should join up with these guys.
He could go indie if he wanted to, but I think he kind of is like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to retire, because he said that he's retiring from it.
Yeah, I'm not really. I can't say I blame the guy, and he's created some amazing content. It's going to be sad without expecting a new Hideo Kojima game, but given the treatment that he has received by Konami, I really can't say that I blame him.
And they could easily sell that Fox engine for money. That would easily solve the problem, but I just don't know why people would. Go ahead.
No, I think Kojima owns the Fox engine actually.
Yeah. And I think it's time that he could sell that. Konami could easily sell that Fox engine.
Yeah.
And make profit off of it because it is a good engine.
No, Kojima owns the engine, I believe, not Konami.
Oh, okay.
So technically, he could still basically tell the Allison Road guys, "Hey, you want to make Allison Road in the Fox engine? Reminds you another game? Hint, hint."
Yeah, he could. He could make a lot of money and just start his own business because, like you said, he owns the Fox engine.
You don't think Guillermo del Toro would help pitch in if there was a chance this game would be made again?
Yeah, I think he probably would.
They could even include Norman Reedus and basically call it not Silent Hills. Just the
But let's just hope Konami doesn't get butthurt about it and then try to decide, oh, you guys are making our version of Silent Hill. Fuck you. We're gonna go ahead and take it out.
Well, they can't really do that as long as they don't use any characters or any worlds or anything, because the project was technically canceled. The only thing they have to go on right now is the PT demo, and if they don't use any character or anything that is existent from the former world, and Kojima in correlation with others decide to build up an entire new world that is similar but different enough, I think they could get away with it. Because the guy who left Konami and is working on a spiritual successor to Castlevania, he's making basically a new Castlevania game, and it's basically he left Konami because he also was sick of the bullshit. I forget the name of that game he's making on Kickstarter. Bloodstain, something like that. And then you have Mighty Number 9, which will suck. Thank you, Inafune. And yeah, what else? You have Shenmue. A lot of different games are coming out on Kickstarter made by extremely talented developers. So yeah, I see a lot of good things coming out from Kickstarter and indies.
Yeah, there's a lot of games I'm hoping to see come out. I'm hoping to see if they're gonna bring out. Let me see, what was that one game? Xenoblade Saga or Xenogears Saga, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
The new one. I'm hoping to see that so I can play that, see how it is, because I hear that's a pretty interesting online game. And even though Sega's not going to release Phantasy Star 2 online.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been really weird, but I also noticed that a lot of smaller games keep coming out, and I think that's partially because of the reason it's because it's cheaper to make games like this, so it has a lot to do with money, I would expect as well.
And he's gone.
What is going on? Is people just disappearing? Is everybody having problems with their internet?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just I had to restart the thing.
Everybody's having problems.
Uh-oh. Looks like he got disconnected. Anyways, guys, what's up with you guys? What are you up to?
And there I just went offline.
Oh, good. You're back.
Fuck. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens during this year. This year holiday lineup for this year is going to be pretty meh. It's not going to be as exciting as next year is going to be, because there's going to be a lot of more new games. You're going to have Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect game coming out next year. You're going to have a new Gears of Wars. I know a lot of people who are still Gears fans, so there's going to be a new Gears of War coming out. I mean, there's a shit ton of games scheduled for holiday 2016, and you have Uncharted and God only knows what unannounced games that will be revealed on Gamescom this year. So I mean, there was a lot of talk at E3 that they have in fact not decided to hold off on a lot of games and wait until Gamescom and TGS. So there is going to be more announcement coming up.
Yeah, coming from Europe, which they're lucky to do.
And Tokyo.
Yeah, the Tokyo Game Show.
So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen there, and I will be following Gamescom. I'm hoping to get to Cologne, but I'm not sure that's going to work out.
Well, I know that a lot of people are upset with Michael Jordan, Shift2 Block 20, because he made that video. Listen, guys, you got to understand. There's a lot of issues going on within Gamergate, and a lot of the issues is that we're taking some stuff seriously, and I don't blame you guys, because after the months of dealing with a lot of people who possibly are just trolls and possibly are just pissing us off for a lot of reasons, don't take it seriously. Don't take it personally.
Okay, I dropped.
It's just a joke.
What happened?
Michael made a video. You probably would agree with it. Yeah. He made a video that he's going to be neutral about Gamergate.
Oh, well, yeah. Why the hell not?
Yeah, and I'll show you the video because it's kind of it wasn't a big deal though, but a lot of people kind of got upset with that video, and I personally don't have an issue with them. It's just, people, how they are. They get upset because of some guy's opinion over something like this. And I don't blame them, but it's just, they get upset over it. It's fine. Like most people do. Let me see if I can find it. Shit. Games. Let me see if I can give you the link to the video, because I know that you'll probably...
Yeah, listen, and not too far because I need to get some sleep.
Yeah, here's the video. Let me see if that... Decide for yourself whether you should be offended by it or you should not be offended by it. So, yeah, I'm sorry if I'm...
Yeah, I'm just getting a little tired because I haven't slept in a few hours.
Oh, that sucks, man.
But it's night here now, so I'm considering getting some sleep. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be traveling a lot.
I should possibly invite more people, but I don't know if they want to come in or not.
It got quiet here all of a sudden.
Yeah, maybe I should invite more people in. I don't know, because right now Leon is gone. And he's away, so we're going to have to, oh boy, get more people in to come in for the let me get if I can get the link here. Hold on. Invite more people in. Alright. The stream's ready. Let's go ahead.
Oh man, you know the Gone Home creators game, Tacoma?
Yeah.
It's on the cover of Game Informer. Anita is so proud.
They're trying so hard to sell that game.
Yeah, and Steve Gaynor, I'm not kidding, that's his name, Giynor, that's his name. and he's from Portland, Oregon, and he's the head of he's the writer and designer of Gone Home game. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this shit.
Yeah, designer of the Gone Home game, which got 10 out of 10 by what? by oh boy, 10 out of 10.
I'm not gonna knock the game until I play it, but I have my doubts because this guy's, I mean, his
I think he secretly hates lesbians.
Yeah.
Because he turned that whole game into a horror story about finding out his sister's a lesbian. I think he secretly hates lesbians and made that game. Because seriously, why would you turn that game into a horror story to find out your sister's a lesbian?
Yeah, it makes no sense, does it? I honestly do feel that most people handle those situations a lot better.
Because I'm like looking at that game going like, okay, this game is like supposed to be like a scary house that's empty, and then you find out that in that house you just find out your sister's a lesbian and she's gone. End of story. It's like, I don't know. I'm surprised no one catched on to that whole game's message behind it. It's like, come on.
I didn't get it at first because the game started off really interesting. It was like this JFK reference. I was like, okay. And no, this didn't mean anything, did it? It was just a red herring, you know. It's about this girl and her lesbian friend or sister or something. I didn't mind. I have nothing against the story itself, but it was like the narrative felt off. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It wasn't even fun. I'm sick and tired of talking about Gone Home. It's a boring piece of software. Hell, Minesweeper is more interesting and interactive. Because that's what I was thinking while playing Gone Home. I'd rather play Solitaire on Windows or Minesweeper. Lord. Can't September 1st just come along so I can play Metal Gear? So I can see how badly Konami fucked Kojima on that game. Or let it be his best game ever. Please let it be good. And I'm all alone in this stream talking to myself. Now that's Chaos Theory. Anybody catch that reference?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start talking like Jeff Goldblum from now on. And you emphasize the wrong words. Jeff Goldblum lessons.
Yeah, a lot of people are personally upset with Michael. I'm like reading some of the comments that they're saying. You know, I kind of had somewhat agree with Valvero's comment. Clearly, your reading skills need help. Piece of trash. You were going to E3 rather than buy your own stuff. You begged people to pay for the equipment. You should have bought it yourself, faggot.
Oh man, he's getting all out attack now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not surprised because I always seen him as a Gamergator, and now I think what most people are upset about is essentially him turning full neutral, like this. I think it's the way he did it because I basically nobody gives a shit if I say I'm neutral. You know, I'm not that big. I don't have that many followers, but I was like, if I basically declared myself neutral a long time ago, I am sympathetic towards Gamergate, but I'm not a fanatic about it either. And I think a lot.
It's not like he's trying to turn against Gamergate. It's just he just doesn't like
No.
what Gamergate turned into.
Well, that's fair. That's part of the reason I left. So I mean, I didn't like where things were headed. So I decided it was better to interact with people without.
Yeah, and that's fine, man. And I'm not trying to hate on you for it, because that's the point. You know, I'm open to listening to everybody talk about their issues with Gamergate, because a lot of the issues that are happening in Gamergate is not just. I realize one is misinformation, because HN's been bombarded with misinformation from people who basically say, hey, the email campaigns are not working, which technically they're not true. The email campaigns are working.
And to
because
everybody,
we successfully took advertisements off of Gawker.
well, I want to say this though, to everybody who keeps attacking Michael right now, stop it. He wants to be neutral. Let him. He's still on your side, and you know, don't attack him because he doesn't want to use the game GG hashtag for everything. You know, he's still the same old Michael, and you know, he's not gonna go full on SJW on you. He's not gonna do that.
Yeah, Michael kind of saw the video that I made about Seattle for Truth, and he wanted me to write an article about it, because he technically right now I'm writing the Ellen Poe thing, but there's another article coming up that I'm making that I'm going to write about. It is basically about the whole issue with ISIS using the BlockBot, which a lot of people don't know. ISIS is using the Atheism Plus list for BlockBot, blocking Gamergate, which I can confirm it's true because they're blocking me.
Well, that's really. I mean, no wonder people are becoming neutral. They don't want to deal with this shit anymore. I mean, it's like one more lunatic after another that just keeps showing up to start shit.
Yeah, because what happened was. I was just joking about this, about Gamergate harassing ISIS off of Twitter, and Michael kind of got upset, and John and him kind of went at it with each other, because I was just gonna joke around, make an article about it, that possibly Gamergate is possibly harassing people. And it's just ridiculous that they're doing this.
Okay, I'm finally back.
Okay,
holy
cool.
shit, we had a bunch of helicopters with buckets attached to them were flying over my house, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? A friend of ours decided to go out there and check on everything, but
forest fire.
We didn't see any forest fire, but the fire alarm just went off in my town. I was expecting to see a mountain of fire, but I didn't.
Leon's response to seeing his entire hometown go up in flames is, better get some marshmallows.
No, I was hoping to see a mountain of fire, but I didn't. So
hoping to see a mountain of fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, I'm back now. Back onto the stream. What were you guys talking about?
Shit that has happened lately, and Michael getting attacked because he went neutral.
You know, if Michael wants to go neutral, so be it.
Yeah, just don't attack him. Just be nice to him, because otherwise, it's just going to be causing problems with the other. He's not trying to hate on Gamergate. It's just the fact is he just has issues with people within Gamergate.
Yeah.
Like most people don't realize he has issues with John Kelly, which personally I don't have an issue with John Kelly, but he has an issue with John Kelly.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all I can say.
I'm not saying that John Kelly's a bad person. I'm not saying that anybody in the group is a bad person. I'm just saying that he has an issue with certain people within the group that's in Gamergate that he doesn't like.
Yeah. All right, I'm sending
And
another
it's
link.
not your guys' fault. It's not anybody's fault. It's just Michael personally had an issue, and it's not your fault or anyone's fault in the matter. It's just he had an issue. And I
Yeah.
understand that most people are upset with him,
You hear that?
but you have the right to be upset with him. But don't take it personally. Just try to move on and focus on what you need to do right now in Gamergate.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that a-
Yeah.
is that-
Yeah. Batman. Michael Space Jam. That guy.
Is that a fucking air raid siren?
Yeah. I think our fire alarm's basically just an air raid siren. It works. My house is right next to it. In small town Montana, we have an air raid siren for fire alarm. Works really well because it alerts all the volunteer fire departments, which I used to be a part of.
Because
Yeah.
yeah, and the funny thing is, Michael wants me to write that article about that. He wanted me to post that video that I made about Seattle for Truth, the parody that I did, and he'll probably make me write that article. But right now, I'm doing the Ellen Poe article about Ellen Poe leaving Reddit as intern CEO.
Yeah. Okay. What was I gonna say? I had a bunch of things I was gonna say. Why?
Can you even think with that fucking siren going off?
You get used to it. You get freaking used to it. Yeah. One of the things I was gonna do the stream for, besides talk about Gamergate, which I really didn't have the stream meant for that, but what the hell? I was gonna talk about like what was going on in gaming this year and stuff like that. The games are gonna take off. All the mistakes that have been made. The fact that Ubisoft says they won't be doing pre-rendered footage anymore, and they'll actually be doing in-game footage from now on at E3. Actual in-game footage, finished product footage of their games. Stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, that is really starting to get loud.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, but we can't.
I don't
hear
blame
shit.
you. I don't blame you. You live in an area that tends to do that shit. So
You know
It's
what?
like-
I live in a small town. There are some perks to it, and there's some annoyances. That alarm is an annoyance.
I think
Yeah,
the last time.
well, it's
I think
better
the
to you live in a four station mountain area, right?
Yeah, a four-station mountain area. Yeah.
I think the last time an alarm
Sorry
like
if I
that.
mispronounced it, but
I think the last time an alarm like that went off in my town, the German Air Force was bombing us.
No, Batman, it's not a tornado alarm. It's a fire alarm. That can mean anything, really. It could mean an air raid. That alarm's multi-purpose for this town.
Yeah, it's
I've seen that alarm be used for so many things: accidents, fires. you
It's the
name it.
It's the Canadians.
Yes, the Canadians are bombing small town Montana.
Hey, they bombed South Park. Why not your town?
There we go. It's off. Thank God.
Ugh.
I had to live with that all the time. It gets annoying. My house is right next to it, so it makes it worse.
I would be fucking calling the Air Force by now if I were you, man. If I woke up to that, I'd be calling the Air Force and ask what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Kind of glad Deus Ex wasn't on here. We'd be looking out the window looking for German bombers.
Yeah, or Canadian. Canadian bombers.
Okay.
they do have an air force, so yeah, they can bomb people.
Yeah, but not the U.S. I think that would be kind of counterproductive for a whole lot of reasons.
Or Fallout would be.
They do have a military. They do have a.
They don't have a big enough.
But they do. But the thing is, they do have a respectful army, though. It's not. They're not bad. They're pretty good.
They're not big, but they're tough. That's how I put it. Yeah, get back on to gaming now. God. We talked about the air raid because of our modified air raid siren. I think that was installed here in the 50s. I could be wrong, but I think it was installed during the 1950s or something like that. Just when it has finally subsided. So back to the gaming topic. So the discussions. We're after E3 2015, which a lot of people are saying is one of the best E3s in recent years that we've seen. What do you guys think's gonna flop and what's gonna go fly and what's gonna flop?
I think Halo 5 will flop.
Yeah.
I think it will flop because the more I hear about the game, the less excited I get from it. And this is speaking from a Halo fan. I enjoy Halo a lot. So I think this game will be a fucking disaster because nothing I've seen makes me excited for it at all. And there's not a whole lot of exciting things coming up this holiday lineup. You have like Metal Gear in September 1st. That is what I'm really looking forward to. And then there really is not a whole lot of stuff that I want to play this year.
Yeah, everybody knows. So I want to play, but that's not coming out till November. WWE 2K16, what they've announced so far of it looks interesting, but I have yet to see the game feature. So
I mean, besides Fallout, there really is not a hell of a lot that's coming out, and Fallout is going to be the big one. Fallout it's going to be the big one. It's the biggest release this year.
Yep. So what do you guys think is going to get Game of the Year? Fallout or what's that game called? Sunset. Polygon's Game of the Year won't be Fallout, and Kotaku's Game of the Year definitely won't be Fallout, but what do you guys think might get Game of the Year?
They're going to possibly... Because let's put it this way. Sunset isn't really that good of a game. It's basically about a black woman cleaning the house and also spying for her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I dropped off for a second. Sorry.
Okay, so what do you think is going to get Game of the Year?
Depends. I mean, there are Game of the Year 2015.
Yeah.
The Witcher 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman's the same thing.
Batman, no. And I'll tell you why Batman will not receive Game of the Year. It has nothing to do with the PC port.
No, Batman, not Batman the game, and now he's going to say F you, but not that game, but Batman on not Batman, I'm Batman, said Witcher 3.
Well, I think Witcher 3 will be the Game of the Year because it's the most polished, well-looking game. It plays well. It's a great RPG. It's a great gaming experience. And the other two contenders really are Metal Gear Solid 5 and Fallout. Those are the two.
And if Fallout flops, I would see Witcher 3 getting it, but I'm not sure yet. They gave you now have voice actor for the main character, so who knows how that'll be. We're not going to know until the games come out. So I'm going to save judgment until December.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, the whole voice acting thing is one thing. I'm also excited to see if the game actually will be as moddable as Fallout New Vegas, and I hope it will be because. Yeah, I mean, we don't really know that a hell of a lot about the specifics yet, but yeah, it's definitely a contender, and if it doesn't win Game of the Year, it's definitely going to be one of the big RPGs of the year, maybe. But let's face the facts. There hasn't been a hell of a lot of stuff that has come out this year that has really blown people away.
You know what, game, if it actually is any good, I'll be shocked if it is if Ubisoft makes a good Assassin's Creed game this time. If they do, I'll be shocked.
Yeah, I'll be interested in hearing what people...
That's flop of the year, in my opinion. I'm going to get it just to shit on it, but I have a feeling that it'll be... I have a feeling that it'll be a flop. That it might be one of the flops.
No, I'm not too sure. I think, you know, it seems like they dropped a lot of the bullshit that was in Unity,
Oh yeah.
and keep in mind when they made Unity, they worked on a brand new engine that they had no experience with.
They've worked with the Anvil Next, but that was a modded version of the Anvil Next. The Anvil Next, the engine they used for Unity was the same one that they used all the way. Was just like how, if you want to put it like this, the creation engine that Fallout 4 is used, or Fallout 4 is used in, is the same engine that they used for Oblivion. If you want to put it like that, they just kept adding on and changing it. The Shimstar engine from Assassin's Creed 1, they modified it, and then they called it the Anvil engine. And then the Anvil engine was modified. AC3 had the Anvil Next. And what Ubisoft is saying is they're still using the Anvil Next all the way up until Unity. So
Yeah,
I'm not
but
sure.
they worked out a lot of the kinks, and nobody's gonna tell me that they use the same engine on all of the games, because that's technically impossible. So I think they have worked out a lot of kinks. I will not pre-order the game. I don't recommend anybody to pre-order any game, especially
I don't either.
because Unity turned out to be a fiasco for a lot of different reasons. The microtransaction problem was a big one.
I did the Unity. What I'm gonna do to Fallout 4, which is I bought it a week before. I paid for it a week before so I could pre-download it. That's all I did. I didn't. I pre-downloaded, and that's all I did.
I'll wait for reviews, honestly.
No, I'm getting about for Fallout 4. I'm gonna buy it anyway because I know, because in my opinion, modding will always make it better. So I'm gonna. What the hell is that?
What?
I heard like a lot of shuffling noises.
Yeah, it's my mic. Sorry.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna buy Fallout. I'm gonna buy it anyway. So you know what? Why not just pay for it in November, beginning of November when I have money?
Are you
when
gonna
it
get?
comes out,
Are you
preload
gonna
it.
get the special edition?
No, I'm not
version?
gonna get that. I wanted to get it, but I just never had
Oh
the money
yeah,
in time.
It's sold out, though.
What?
useless.
It's
Oh yeah,
already-
the useless Pip-Boy edition, which doesn't fit all phones. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pay $300
You
for
know
that.
what?
Fuck you.
I kind of find it. Could use your cell phone as a Pip-Boy now, but your smart device as a Pip-Boy. But
You're gonna use that once, and then
Yes.
you're never gonna use it ever again.
And that's hard to say. Is yeah, and I'm not sure what the mods will do to it. If it'll, yeah.
It doesn't. It's just a gimmick. All right,
Wow.
guys. I seriously gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, see you later, Carl.
See you later, man.
Okay, Norwegian got left, so just me and JT left. We'll talk a little
Yeah.
bit more.
There's.
One thing I want to talk about besides counting on flops, another flop that a lot of people are expecting to come a little bit later in 2016. It's as of what we know right now, it's only coming for the Xbox One. Well, it could come for the PS4. Top priority from Bethesda is putting it for the Xbox One. But Fallout 4 mods. Top priority is Xbox versus PlayStation. Is how they're putting it. So what we're gonna see is
whoever
what they're saying
investment
is
is
it's gonna be
into
Wild West.
content, which they did last time, which basically Xbox paid the money to allow people to put mods into the Xbox One.
Yep, and the problem with that is the Xbox One has considerably less powerful GPU than the PS4 does. Meaning is the fact that it's a DDR3 GPU could prove disastrous when it comes to mods, because they're going to have to heavily regulate this, or the mods are just going to crash the console.
Well, it depends how they're going to handle it, because they said, well, they kind of said that if they take off the camera, it would be powerful, but a lot of people don't believe that. It's kind of
no, but still, even with the mods, I have a more powerful PC than I do a PS4, and I could literally, with mods on, I can make a new Vegas frame rate at 10 frames per second in certain areas with a few mods here and there. And that's what mods do, is they slow your machine up by adding a lot of moving objects, which slows your machine up, or adding a weather mod.
Well, I understand that they're working on this game for a while, and it's not a big deal.
Hello. Why were you asking?
Yeah, well, he's away on the phone.
I'm
Don't
here.
worry, guys.
I'm back. I jumped back. Jeez.
Yep, he's back.
I'm back. My mom just wanted to talk to me for a second. She wanted to ask me something, then she says, never mind, like that. Okay, no one wants to jump in from Audible. I'll put this link on the other group, the main group, the one that I usually have a problem with.
Yeah, they can come in if they want to. I don't
Yeah.
mind. I'm open to listening to them. If Robin is Robin online?
No, Robin Gething, he's not. I'll send him a link, but I don't think he's here. I'll send him one, but yeah, it says yellow on his, but plus
he's
it's
away.
England. Yeah, it's England, which
Yeah,
is
it's a different time. It's a different time, so yeah.
That guy is gonna be he's away, so
yeah, because really,
yeah,
yeah.
So so back to the modding thing. Is it going to really damage the gaming industry? Or is it going to? I want to know what the mods are going to do to the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Because what they're making it sound like, it's going to be like Wild West. They're going to barely regulate it. So the fears that I have is what's going to happen when the PlayStation 4, what will happen if the PlayStation 4 CPU overloads from too many mods?
I don't really think it's going to matter. It depends if they're going to
overloaded.
They'll probably be smart enough to limit the whole thing. To limit how many mods you can have.
Yeah, I hope they do, because you could really damage a computer that way if you overload it.
Not necessarily. It depends.
They don't have the best cooling systems in them.
They're depending on the cloud. They say that they're depend on the cloud idea, but I don't think that's going to work for them.
That's not going to save them.
It won't, but they're going to probably use the cloud or something, because whatever technology. Because you have to realize they're just a software company, not a. Even though they work into hardware, they are a software company, and they'll figure out ways to emulate it.
No, but all aside, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are PCs basically in console form. That's all they are just PCs. And when it comes down to it and stuff, and you look at it, it's just going to be like everything's just going to start crashing. Everything's just going to end up just slowing down. Consoles will overheat beyond root max, and it will be a cluster if that happens. There'll be a lot of ruined consoles and a lot of pissed off people saying, but I got the console version because I thought I could get mods on it. I didn't know it would break my console.
It won't. They pretty much have a safe.
They have to do a buyer beware thing, though, with it, though. They have to say this might happen.
Well, they can, but there's also the fact that they would probably add DLC content as well.
Yeah, but DLC content's made by the company. Mods are way different than DLC content.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with Batman. Consoles are holding back gaming, which is I think I'm going to do this for the final topic.
It is, but you got to realize that console businesses do tend to make games as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they tend to experiment with consoles more, and they try to do it without consoles. There wouldn't be games that you would play exclusively. I understand that most people like PC games, and PC games do tend to make more money if they wanted to. But there's also the fact that console games also make a lot of money as well.
Yeah. I'm looking at what Batman's saying. They'll render it down to 720p. I have an idea on how they'll handle this. they might have an ability where they'll change the game settings on the PS4 and Xbox One. They'll just alter the settings of Fallout 4 and slow it down, drop the textures down a little bit or something like that, or to get rid of anti-aliasing or whatever they have for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. They might be doing that. Just had to put that out there. And after seeing like what Fallout 4 was doing and stuff, I knew I had a feeling that they weren't going to give it for the PS3 and Xbox 360, mostly because it was a fully dynamic game, which means you don't need any loading screens whatsoever for the game. Or very few loading screens. What do you think of that, JT?
Loading screens?
Yeah, when you enter in the house, there's a loading screen. You leave the house, there's a loading screen. When you come into town, there's a loading screen.
They probably would do the same.
They got rid of that. They got rid of that.
Oh, that sucks.
What? You don't have to do loading screens that much anymore. They're literally, because the house is fully dynamic, you could just walk inside it. You could open up the fridge and see items in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, final topic is PC gaming really. Why are console gamers moving to PC games? I'll let you talk about this for a second.
I think it's because they're getting tired of the console bullshit, the BS that's happening with Microsoft mostly.
And Sony as well.
Yeah, and Sony as well. But the thing is, I don't think that's the issue. It's more like most people don't realize that the console's okay. They're not bad. It's just they allow you to buy exclusive games for them.
Yeah. Any questions from the chat on what we should talk, what we could handle, or what you guys wanted answered? Any questions from you guys? Batman, Akron, either of you guys? Okay, while I'm waiting for them, they're talking about mobile gaming and stuff. Mobile gaming, surprisingly, is still alive. I am surprised.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I am very surprised.
Because it makes a lot of money for them. In Japan and in other countries, it makes them money. It's not a big deal. It's nothing new. It's been around.
The PlayStation Vita is slowly dying. If it wasn't for that new Digimon game coming out with the PlayStation Vita, there wouldn't be any games else coming out.
Well, you got to realize the handheld market will never die either, because in Japan it's a big deal, because a lot of people who own handhelds in Japan mostly have jobs and such.
Yes. Oh, crap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's up?
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just you have to realize that they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
They make a lot of money, and it's not a big deal. It's just the handheld market's always been big in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you remember one story here I want to talk about? I'll put in the chat for you, JT. Alpha Mega Sin just talked about this in one of his recent videos, but there you go, a couple days ago, and I just saw it finally. And Lizard Squad member gets a light prison sentence of 2 years suspended.
He's not going to prison.
I know. That's what I meant. He's getting 2 years suspended in Finland. Oh, that's...
Well, the funny thing about it is a game developer is going to go after him. He even made a threat to him. Saying, I'm coming after you.
No, they could sue
I forgot
Sony,
who that guy.
Microsoft could literally sue this jackass for screwing
They
up.
could, because the fact that he wasted their time doing this, and they could easily make him go
press charges against him. I mean, yes, he was sentenced for DDoSing, but Sony and Microsoft could personally press charges against this guy if they wanted.
Yeah, because they can easily, but unfortunately, those things that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had a good lawyer, and that lawyer kind of got him through it. So even with 50,000 charges against him, in Finland? I don't think so. Those charges, because you have to realize something. In Europe, it's different, man. You can't. I'm afraid he can't. You can't sue him, technically, because all the charges that were against him, $50,000, 50,000 lawsuits against him. Actually, 50,000 charges against him were passed, and all he got was 2 years of suspension, man. And that was it. But it's funny how, like I said again, that I think one of the Sony or one of the CEOs is going after the guy. And he's saying, "I'm going after you, man," on Twitter. And I forgot who the guy's name is, but I heard that he was saying that to him. Like he's gonna go kill the kid. Yeah. What do you guys think of it, man?
Shit. Sorry about that again.
Because if the kid's gonna deserve 2 years, and one of the CEOs of Sony is pissed off at him. Saying that he's gonna kill. Oh, I'm going after you, kid.
No, it's this little brat. He's done for. I mean,
no, because
the fact that
you got to realize something. Lizard Squad's already laughing at this, and you got to understand 2 years and trying to help the government to fix their security issues, and talking about this stuff. I don't think it's going to happen.
No, but I'm just saying the fact that their names are out there and pissed off gamers want to.
No, they don't have all the names. They just
but
only
there's
have the
enough
users.
names. But there's enough names, so this guy got convicted. So they have. His
I don't
name
think
now.
he snitched. He probably fibbed.
But you know what? They're done for. Lizard Squad is done for. FBI has them on their tracking. I remember Retech USA said to two of them. He says, "You're gonna be found like that. You can't hide forever."
Be found.
They're going to be found. These guys can't get away forever. The shit that they claim that they forced airplanes to be grounded and stuff like that. They might have been trolling, but the FBI could look at that and just say, "Holy shit, these guys are terrorists. Let's bring them in for interrogation."
Yeah, but the question is, do they know who they are?
They talk to Rich on Skype, so all they have to do is get his IP address from
No,
Rich.
they can't, because they get that IP could easily be switched over. Because I remember there's a tool for that can actually switch your IP to different places.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yeah.
They can cloak that IP and make it.
Hopefully, Sony and Microsoft have a way of handling DDoSs this time around.
Yeah.
I agree with Batman. Hopefully, this is a wake-up call to develop on PC first, then port to consoles. Like what happened with Witcher 2. I agree. Lizard Squad should never be able to get away with something like this again.
Well, dude, the only thing I had an issue with is that people tend to, there's a lot of people that will try to, because some people are drunk with power. Some people are drunk with idolizing their own fame. Some people are just narcissists.
Yeah.
So you can't really blame them.
No, you can't. They're just a bunch of internet wannabes. You saw that video I did, right? That just recently, that mod video.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how they acted. Those characters on Fallout New Vegas. That's the modder got the idea from the Courier Cache mod. Modder that got the idea from the internet trolls, like saying like how the characters act and stuff, like just all the hilarious shit that they said.
Yeah.
From all the little trolls. It
because
worked.
not every, you gotta realize, dude, I could easily piss off some trolls if I wanted to.
Yeah, like
But they would probably do some shit that's disgustingly funny.
Freaks. I get tired of these trolls. They're just. I mean, you can't get rid of the trolls. They'll always be there.
Well, that's the thing. That's the problem with our side now is that we have trolls that are trying to, because they don't like what they like in Gamergate.
Mm-hmm.
So what? If you don't like it, then just leave. Don't piss off everybody because they don't like what you do. Heck, some people control with the truth. Some people control with, let's just say, some people control with the truth. Some people control with a lie.
Mm-hmm. Trolls are always trolls.
Trolls will always be trolls, but they're not. It doesn't mean they're gonna be happy about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I don't know what else I have to say on this stream. I've lost my train of thought. I was hoping some of the people from Audible could come in, but they're not here. So not many other people are here. So I think I'll close down the stream right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I can't really bring up some really good points. It's just
we talked about it. We talked about why console gamers are moving to PC because they're getting sick and tired of that, tired of the freaking mess scripts of the consoles.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't feel. It's just some people just are tired of the BS that's happening with console.
Yep.
Because it's not that it's the console hype. I don't mind playing console games. I don't mind it.
Yep.
It's just people are just tired of the console hype, not able to perform what they want to perform on a PC.
Yep.
I don't really have an issue with PC gaming. I don't. I own a PC, a gaming PC. It's pretty decent. It's not the best, but it's decent enough to play certain games.
Yeah, same here.
But there's also drawbacks for PC as well. It can crash if you don't know how to use certain OSs for the system. It could easily. There are requirements for certain games that you can play on the system on the PC, and sometimes you'd be like, "Oh shit, I wish I had those requirements."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which, heck, my computer maybe is possibly now almost obsolete because it can't play certain games. It can play Call of Duty, that's for sure.
Yep.
And let's see. It can also play. It can play whatchamacallit, Fallout New Vegas in Ultra.
Yep.
But certain games you can only play on medium settings.
What type of video card do you have?
It's not NVIDIA. It's Radeon HD 6 something HD card.
Okay. I was just wondering what kind of video card.
It's like the 6000 series, one of the 6000 series Radeon HD cards, which I like. Radeon HD is actually pretty amazing.
Yeah, Radeons are pretty good cards.
Yeah, because I can actually do same with dual screen, which luckily it did give me a chance to do dual screen.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, anything else going on, or I'm going to close the stream?
Well, we all know that Reddit, Ellen Poe resigned from Reddit.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier today.
Yeah, that's it.
Ellen Powell's gone. Ding dong, the witch is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Munchkins came out and started singing.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm sorry.
Thank you for joining
Anyways,
us.
guys, don't get mad at Michael Jordan or
Yeah,
anybody
he
at that
didn't-
matter. I understand
he
that you're
didn't-
upset with him.
Yeah, he didn't do anything too shitty.
It's just that he had a disagreement with John Kelly, and it all started with me, which in the little Skype cabal that we're in.
Yep, everything's fine now, guys.
Yeah, because it was a bit of a joke that I did about ISIS being bullied by Gamergate, and a lot of people are. He was kind of upset with that because I understand that Michael's friends with A-Team, and A-Team. A lot of people don't understand that A-Team tends to, a lot of
Troll.
people like A-Team for their trolling tactics. Personally, they're not original.
No, they're not.
Nah, they don't have original trolling skills. They're just using old school trolling skills.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna close the stream up. We'll see you guys next time. We'll be on Android. I'll stream tomorrow. If not Android, he'll either have it on Lisa or mine or JT's. We're not sure yet, but I think Android's doing one tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. See you later, Alliance.